when you first came to this store, we had talked about kind of the trend, the shift in trends from going to suburban inner city to suburban country.
Oh my gosh.
And a big one was a lot of people were after, there were more like AKs and Glocks. And here, there was a big trend in revolvers.
And varmint rifles!
So what's that looking like? Has there been any shift in that kind of thing?
It's still the same. I mean, you still get... This does have a lot more hunting use and purpose. And you get a lot of people that are like, well, yeah, when I mow the back acreage... Nobody in the city has acreage to mow. Unless you're living in the really, really ritzy, fancy parts of the city, darlings. But no, like you don't hear that kind of thing there. So they're like, I just need something that I can throw in my little Cushman while I'm out cruising the property in case I come across another rattler or in case I come across a copperhead or whatever. And yes, there are scary things out there that you probably don't want to sneak up on you. Somebody was just saying they're bears right in Greenwood.
Yes.
Right in Greenwood. We got
bears around here, man.
We got
I grew up
bears.
like 7 miles from Greenwood. So.
Right? Well, I got a bunch of friends that are...
Saudi bears growing up. That's a new thing, yeah.
I have friends that are bicyclists, and they ride these old railroad trails that have been converted, the Rock Island Trail, and so you get a lot of cyclists. And at Blue Steel, that was so close to the Rock Island Trail right there. You saw a lot of people stopping by on bicycles.
Yeah,
yes.
I did too.
And going, hey, and I've been through some shady or sketchy parts of that trail and gone, it would probably be nice just to have a firearm. Not that I would ever see myself using it, but in the event that I needed it, at least it would be there. I have that peace of mind that I have a backup or something like that. So
that's interesting because that same trail, a friend of mine, his wife got a small .38 special to carry on that same trail because of, she's a woman by her. She's more worried about two-legged predators, four-legged predators, or crawling predators.
if you're not like in a group, it's always safer to ride, to walk, to run in groups. But there are times where you don't have anybody that has the time off to ride with you, or your schedules don't meet up or something, and so you can't make it to those group rides. So if you do ride, you might be riding alone. Having something with you, no matter what kind of predator it is that you're looking to defend yourself against, having something there is pretty nice. So the revolvers, just the simplicity of them, there's so few mechanical parts in there to fail as compared to something in a semi-auto format. People gravitate toward these semi-autos because that's what they see. It's in their face all the time. Look at a no gun sign. They don't show no guns with a silhouette of a revolver in the red circle and the diagonal slash.
It's usually a Beretta 92.
It's a semi-auto of some sort.
It's funny because when I go into somewhere that has that sign, I'm like, well, I don't have that gun on me. I don't have a Beretta 92 on me. They just don't want Beretta 92s in here.
That sign's not for me. Today's carry is a revolver. I'm safe for all of those. That's not exactly what that means. However, that's you should still obey your laws, people. Please.
Yes.
Please,
there's being silly.
That's what we do first thing in the morning.
Well, being out here, because now I'm going to Oregon tomorrow, and one of my brothers that lives out there, he lives out on a horse farm. So my sister-in-law, she's the one, for whatever reason, she's the one that takes care of the horses. She locks up the gates, every night. So she's got a gun that she carries to go lock the gate. Then she's got a different gun that she takes to the barn. And then there's a 30-30 rifle somewhere in the barn. And a lot of that is for, because the barn, they have mountain lions out there. And then for the gate, they've actually had people kind of come up and hang out by their gate. You know, they've had to go chase people off in the past. Just, I don't know why, just people messing with things. But it's interesting. So out here, are you finding that people are like, well, I need a gun for, you know, for this weird scenario, you know, that
it's everything you expected people to buy guns for in the suburban city areas, with a really, really not okay. It's interesting to me because I'm still new to it, but to everybody else that's around here, I'm like, really, you're just buying a gun just for shooting squirrels off the back deck at the acreage? She's like, really? Yeah. They shoot up multiple wiring harnesses, and I can't tell you how many vehicles. Yeah, those little fuzzy tree rats they've got it coming. And I'm like, okay, all right. Let's find you something that fits your purpose for this. Let's go. So I'm okay with whatever somebody, as long as you're doing it legally, you're not doing something really outrageously dumb. But even if you are doing something outrageously dumb, do it on your own time, do it on your own property, and I don't want to be associated with it. So thanks.
Well, I've done a lot of top 10 lists on this channel, and it's interesting because, you know, when you're looking for ideas, you're like, well, let's do the top 10 fishing tackle box guns, you know, or let's do the top 10 bear guns, or let's do the top 10 guns to have when you're at the gym, or the top 10 guns to ride on a bicycle with. You know, like it's amazing what people will comment in, oh, there's a better gun for that, or there, you know, or that's a good choice, or you should have picked this, or
there's more than
it's amazing how many people are like, oh, you do need a gun to ride a bicycle on, you know.
Truly, the amount of options does not stop at 10. Mm-hmm. The amount of options for any of those, now you've condensed it to your own personal, like, hey, this is great and fits so many needs within these 10 guns, but you got thousands to choose from.